Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin. And believe it or not, week number 5 of this 2017 high school football season. Nekoosa hits the road for the 3rd week in a row as they take on the Wisconsin Dells Chiefs in South Central Conference football action. My name is Tom Kirst. Joining me behind the camera tonight is Nita Kirst, and we're certainly glad you could join us. As always, our thanks goes out to Nekoosa High School and Wisconsin Rapids Community Media for helping us make telecasts of Nekoosa sports possible. League play begins tonight. Nekoosa and Wisconsin Dells both bringing 1 and 3 marks into this conference opener. Nekoosa got their win just last week down at Boscobel. They crushed Boscobel, as a matter of fact, by a score of 56-6. 3 weeks prior to that, Nekoosa really took on some tough non-conference competition, and they were thumped. Tonight's league night, Wisconsin Dells, similar fate thus far. They have 1 win in 4 tries. Difference there, their win came in the season opener for the Chiefs as they topped Thorpe 32-25 back on August 19th. Since that time, the Chiefs have dropped games to Lodi, Belleville, and Cambridge. Of course, these two teams met a year ago, and Nekoosa delivered a real thumping on the Chiefs that night. In Nekoosa, Papermakers came away with a 60-0 win over Wisconsin Dells. New year, a new night. Expect a good game tonight. These teams look pretty evenly matched. Jace Olson kicks the ball off for Nekoosa, and a good return for Wisconsin Dells. Bringing the ball up across the 45-yard line is number 2, Brett Hurst. And Wisconsin Dells will have very good field position to begin the night.
43-yard line.
We expect to see Dylan Musilak at quarterback tonight for Wisconsin Dells. Dylan, a 5'9" junior. And the backfield behind him, number 22, Chester Isaacson, and number 45, Travis Hudak. I formation to begin the night. Receiver split wide left and right, and we've got a whistle already. So they've got an offside penalty somehow against the Dells. Somebody lined up in a blue shirt across the line of scrimmage. So a tough start for Wisconsin Dells. If you can see, that's a start at all. So the Chiefs will start 1st and 15 now. The ball at the 39-yard line. Beautiful night for football. The flag is limp down in that far end zone. Isaacson with the carry. Short gain on the play.
Chester Isaacson, the ball carrier.
Brandon Wolf, along with number 69, Adrian Rodriguez, in on the stop for Nekoosa.
Chester's going to be marked down at the 43.
Been a beautiful weather week in Wisconsin this past week, and tonight is more of the same, about 80 degrees at game time. And again, no wind. Very few clouds as well. 2nd down at about 11. Hurst on the catch and the run. And Hurst, I believe, has got a 1st down. He takes it down to the 45-yard line of Nekoosa. That's a 12-yard pickup. And Wisconsin Dells moves the chains.
1st and 10, Chiefs.
On paper, Wisconsin Dells appears to be a balanced team offensively. They've thrown the ball about 60 times on the air and ran it a bit more. Probably a 40-60 split.
Number 45, Travis Hudak.
Travis Hudak off the right side. He picks up a nice gain of about 5.
2nd and 5.
Defensively, Nekoosa has had its problems this year, especially stopping the run. Did a pretty good job against Boscobel last week. Again, Hurst on a quick throw. Got away from Colo and down close to the 35-yard line. Keegan Colo came up to make the stop, but Hurst made a good move on him and picked up about 3 instead of losing about 2. Still a couple to go here for the first down. Just underway, a little over 10 minutes to play in the opening period. 3rd and 2 from the 27. They'll run it. Hudak has the first down easily. He is brought down by Trent Waltenberg, but not until he gets down close to the 30-yard line.
Ball will be marked at the 31, 1st and 10, Wisconsin Dells.
So Wisconsin Dells started this drive with a 5-yard penalty, but nothing but good things since. 3 first downs already against this Nekoosa defense. Receiver right, receiver left. Again, the I backfield. Deep man gets it this time. Isaacson with a nice gain near the 25. So another 6 yards on the run. Those first down runs really adding up for the Chiefs.
Gain of 7 on the play, 2nd and 3.
Spot the ball at the 24, so it's a 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3 for the guys in blue. Again, they ride Isaacson, and nobody touches Isaacson until he hits the secondary that time. Well, that Wisconsin Dells front line doing a great job up front, as they open a huge hole for Isaacson that time, and he rambled for about 10. They mark the ball at the 15. Wisconsin Dells has taken 3 minutes off the clock. And move the football now to the Nekoosa 15. Hudak powers his way ahead. Trying to pick up the number of the Nekoosa player who made the tackle. That was Brandon Wolf. Wolf took a pretty good hit, pretty good lick from the runner that time. Hudak 5'9", 195. He's got it again, nothing this time. Good penetration by the Nekoosa D. It's number 75, Cole Caberly, was in the backfield. Slowed the runner down, and the pursuit got him. 3rd down. It's one thing this Nekoosa defense could use. A little penetration. Get in the backfield. Make it tough for the opposition to get that running play started. Isaacson, not much there. From behind, big number 68, Logan Clary.
Ball run again by number 22, Chester Isaacson.
Brings down Isaacson for another loss. So Wisconsin Dells had been chewing up yardage on the ground. The last 2 plays, Nekoosa stiffened, and the Dells will go for it here on 4th down. 4th and 4, ball at the 9. Musilak got a receiver wide open. A catch is made short of the goal line. And again, it was Hurst, his 3rd catch on this drive.
Play's going to go for a 1st down.
And the ball's going to be marked at about the 3.
Ball's marked on the 1.5-yard line, 1st down.
Musilak and Hurst made that one look awfully easy. 1st and goal from the 2. Hudak did not get in.
Stop short of the goal line.
As Nekoosa stacks it up. Yeah, I don't see that down marker moving over there. And so no gain on the play.
2nd and 1 for the TD.
Still 2nd and a long 1 for that touchdown. Parents' night here at Wisconsin Dells. We've got to meet all the parents and their players, their sons. This time, Travis Hudak finishes the job, takes it in from a yard out. And at the 6:18 mark of this first period, Wisconsin Dells strikes pay dirt. They lead now 6-0 over the Papermakers. Little gadget setup right here for the point. Musilak, the receiver wide open, and a good catch made in the back of the end zone by number 12. I thought that was Madison Jones, maybe not. No matter, the conversion's good. 6:18 to play, first quarter. It's Wisconsin Dells 8 and Nekoosa nothing. Wisconsin Dells kicks it away. Mark Juan Wiesen with a return. And Mark Juan with a good return out to about the 40-yard line.
Picked up by number 22, Mark Juan Wiesen.
So the Nekoosa offense hits the field for the first time tonight.
Going to be brought down about the 39-yard.
Quarterback is Kyle Olson. Kyle, a 5'9", 150-pound senior.
First and 10, Nekoosa.
See who we start in the backfield tonight. Trent Waltenberg is back there, along with number 31, Brandon Anthony. I would think Derek Bills is also out there. Make that Dylan Bills. And that's Waltenberg with the football. And he's taken down for about a 3-yard loss. Travis Hudak's got his linebacker helmet on now. He makes the tackle. And Waltenberg actually lost about 5 on the play. They mark the ball back to 37. It's going to be 2nd and 14. Everybody tight for Nekoosa. Olson still has it. He's got a man wide open down the field. That's Brandon Wolf. He's got the football inside the 30, the 20, and he's taken down at about the 11.
He's complete to number 21, Brandon Wolf.
Good execution by the papermakers there. And John Kakula saved a touchdown for Wisconsin Dells as he caught up with Wolf after the catch. But Nekoosa, their first down and great field position. 1st and 10 from the 11. Nekoosa had a lot of offense last week, over 500 yards, with a couple hundred of that coming in the air. They run it straight ahead here, big hole. Dylan Bills inside the 5 to about the 3. Dylan Bills, 200 yards plus last week against Boscobel on the ground. And he's looking to continue that success tonight as he picks up 9 on that first down carry. 2 backs behind the quarterback. Wing back on the right. They pitch it. Bills looking for a block. Got it. Did he get in?
Pitch back to number 23, Dylan Bills.
I don't see a signal. He did score. Touchdown, Nekoosa.
I didn't see a signal either.
So Dylan Bills takes it in from 4 yards at the 4:42 mark. So within 2 minutes, or under 2 minutes, Nekoosa strikes back. It's now an 8-6 ball game. And Nekoosa will go for 2. Straight ahead with the run.
Number 31,
Brandon Anthony takes it in, and we've got a tie ball game. 4:42 to play, first quarter. It's now Nekoosa 8 and Wisconsin Dells 8.
440. Number 32, Adam Brown.
Hurst and Brown are back deep, waiting the kickoff here from Jace Olson. Jace really put the foot to it well with his first kickoff tonight. Let's see if he can do it again. Another good-looking kick. It's going to land or be caught about the 18-yard line. Brown, I believe, with a return.
Ball's taken by number 32, Adam Brown.
Adam Brown out to the 41. So about 22 yards on the return for Brown. And Wisconsin Dells in great field position again.
1-yard line, where it'll be marked
First drive went about 60 yards before the 1-yard Hudak run for the touchdown. Mixed a few passes in there. Big third down, or make that fourth down completion. Hudak to Musilak to Hurst. Kept that drive alive. Quarterback still has the football. He's got a receiver out here. That's Hudak. And Travis Hudak picks up about 8 after the catch. 11 yards total and a first down for the Chiefs.
The Nekoosa 48.5-yard line.
We might have to get the calculator out tonight.
First and 10, Chiefs.
Both these offenses look like they're in high gear. From the right hash. Tailback, Isaacson. Brought down by Colo, but again, not until Isaacson ran untouched for about 5 yards.
He'll move down to the 43-yard line.
Wisconsin Dells completely collapsed that right side of Nekoosa's defensive line that time.
2nd and 5, Dells Chiefs.
And again, Nekoosa just needs to get some penetration from that defensive line. Or maybe sneak a linebacker through there. 4-man front for Nekoosa. 3 linebackers. Musalak, little pressure this time, and has to get rid of it and throws it incomplete.
Muslak's pass intended for number 40, Darius McInnes. Incomplete.
Number 64, Evan Broder, applied the pressure from the right defensive end that time. And Musalak did a pretty good job of just getting rid of the football.
Makes it 3rd and 5 for the Chiefs.
Third and 5, 3:34 to play here in the first quarter. Quick throw, that's Hurst. Olsen can't bring him in. He got a good block on the wing. Hurst down the sideline. Touchdown, Wisconsin Dells. Nope, they say he went out of bounds. I thought he made it, but no, they're going to mark him at about the 5-yard line.
Pass complete.
Boy, did Hurst get a great block that time from John Pakula.
Get marked out of bounds.
Pakula made the key block that sprung Hurst outside.
Shot at the 10-yard line. 1st and 10.
They marked the ball just inside the 10-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and goal from, let's say, the 9. Boy, Hurst, 4 catches already in this ball game, first quarter. Isaacson untouched,
Chester.
left side, close to the goal line. He's in.
Nice effort, number 22, Chester.
Chester Isaacson, 9-yard run, comes at the 3:18 mark of this first quarter. Wisconsin Dells back on top, 14-8. About a 60-yard drive that took
Brown.
a minute and 20 seconds.
Dells, Dylan Muslak.
Again, the unique formation on the conversion try. And they're not going to get it this time. They snap the ball to Pakula
Backed up by the Papermakers.
on the left side, and Nekoosa ready for it that time. 3:18 to play in the quarter. It's now the Dells 14 and Nekoosa 8.
8 total. 3. Receive number 20, Dylan Bills.
Wisconsin Dells kicks it away.
Number 32,
Short kick taken by Wiesen again.
excuse me, number 20.
And Marquand heads in pretty much the same area he did last time. He likes to take the ball left to right on that return.
Tennis.
Not much there this time, though, as he's brought down by McGinnis at about the 31-yard line. Not bad field position, though. Let's see if Nekoosa can answer that last Wisconsin Dells touchdown. We've had 3 scores in the last 3 minutes of this first quarter. They mark the ball at the 35, 1st and 10. Olsen hands it off. And I believe that's Dylan Bills carrying tacklers out to about the 41.
Bills.
Takes 6 yards every running play, right? Good job by that front line. Good job by Bills. No huddle this time for Nekoosa. 2nd and 4. They run it again. Met in the hole was Bills that time, but he did a great job of turning out of the tackle and moving up to about the 46-yard line. That's a first down.
Stacked up first by number 50, Hunter Stetson.
Hunter Stetson met Bills right in the hole that time. But Dylan, again, did a great job of finishing that run. First and 10 from the 45. Anthony. Not this time.
Ball carrier number 31, Brandon Anthony.
He loses about a yard.
22.
And now we get a whistle. I don't know if they... Well, Nekoosa's going to take a timeout. Second and 11 coming up. Nekoosa takes the timeout with 2:18 to play here in the first quarter. So I mentioned tonight's week number 1 for conference football. As you know, Westfield not a conference football team this year. That means there's only really 2 conference games each week. Tonight, Nekoosa and the Dells, of course. And the other ball game, Watoma at Adams Friendship. Boston is playing tonight, but they're taking on Osaki. And I hope I said that before correctly. Westfield is the team that's not in the football conference this year. Next week, Nekoosa returns home, and they will take on Boston. That's September 22nd. Boston at Nekoosa, George Holland Field. 7 o'clock start. Get out there and catch a little football action. Also next week, Adams Friendship will be down here in the Dells. Watoma will take on Ashland. Non-conference standings. Each team has played 4 ball games. All non-conference thus far. Watoma 2-2. Wisconsin Dells, Boston, and Nekoosa 1-3. And Adams Friendship still looking for that first win on this 2017 season. So Nekoosa has the offense up to the line of scrimmage. Just waiting on a whistle now. And we'll be ready to go on 2nd and 11. The ball at the 44-yard line. 3 backs behind the quarterback this time. They pitch it this way. That's Bills, I believe. And taken down by his own man. Somebody on the Dells defensively did a great job of sticking Marquand Wiesen and putting him on his back, and Marquand rolled right into the legs of Dylan Bills, loss of about 4. So you got to do defensively. You got to stuff the blockers. Jam it up for the runner.
Ball's marked on the 40-yard line.
That was an exceptional effort that time. So let's see if Nekoosa goes to the air here on 3rd and 15 from the 40. Tight formation, 2 wingbacks. Waltenberg in motion. Olsen had a man out there, and Brandon Wolf, but just couldn't get enough on the throw.
Pass goes incomplete.
And Kyle did have a little pressure on him that time from the front and also from behind. So Nekoosa is going to have to bring on the punt team. First punt of the night. Jace Olsen will do the honors.
Back for the Chiefs, number 40, Darius McInnes, and number 2, Brett Hurst.
I believe Trent Waltenberg is the snapper.
Jace Olsen.
2 men back waiting for this punt. No pressure and a pretty good punt. Ball hits around the 30. Is going to go inside the 25-yard line and die at about the 23. So a nice punt that time by Olsen. Wisconsin Dells, this will be their worst starting position tonight. This their 3rd possession of this first quarter. It's 2 for 2 thus far with a couple of 60-yard drives and touchdowns.
First and 10.
Still 1:21 to play here in the quarter. See if Nekoosa changes up anything defensively. Mustelak. Oh. Ball was knocked down by Waltenberg, I believe.
Number 33, Trent Waltenberg.
And Trent did a nice job of getting a hand on the ball.
Goes incomplete.
Didn't really have a chance to catch that ball, but did a good job of being in the way. Gonna have to get a little camera work on the cheerleaders down here sometime tonight. I have a couple of special case cheerleaders down there. It is Parents' Night, remember. Isaacson runs into his own blocker. Maybe he gets back to the line of scrimmage, plus maybe a yard. There is a flag on the play. The umpire talking to the referee right now, and I think they're going to talk to Nekoosa next. If it's a holding penalty, it marked the ball back about 10 yards and it'll be second down again. If they decline the penalty, it'll be 3rd and 10. Nekoosa will take the penalty, and it is a hold. So the ball goes back to the 14-yard line. And they need to get to the 34, so it's going to be about 2nd and 20 now for the Chiefs. Nekoosa's got to keep an eye now on number 2, Brett Hurst. Instead, they run it, and Isaacson gets back to the original line of scrimmage. So after all that, it's going to be 3rd and 10 anyway.
About the 25-yard line.
And now I'll repeat it one more time. Excuse me. You got to keep an eye on Brett Hurst. He lines up to the left, split out. Look for that quick throw that way. Nope. Hey, nice pressure. Broder can't put the quarterback down. Brandon Wolf will. Ball comes out, but they're going to say it was after the quarterback went to the ground. So, hey, Nekoosa with a big sack. Evan Broder gets in there first. Brandon Wolf finishes it off. And Nekoosa pins with the Wisconsin Dells back to the 5-yard line. And with that good defensive play, this first quarter comes to an end. We played one. Our score, Wisconsin Dells 14 and Nekoosa 8.
4th and 29, fans.
19 yards on that last sack by Nekoosa. From the 5-yard line, Wisconsin Dells punts it away. Long ways away.
Punter 45, Travis Hudak.
Travis Hudak is the punter. Not much of a rush, and Hudak hits a high spiral taken by Dylan Bills. Got away from the first man. Now wants to get to that left sideline and loses his footing at about the 20.
Ball's fielded by 23, Dylan Bills.
So an exceptional return that time by Bills.
Moved to approximately 20-yard line before he lost his footing.
They're going to mark it at, I think, the 21.
Marked at the 21 of the Chiefs.
And now we're going to get a Wisconsin Dells timeout. 11:47 to play, first half.
Wisconsin Dells.
So Nekoosa with fantastic field position.
1st and 10.
21-yard line, 1st and 10. Ball on the left side of the field. Everybody tight on first down. Olsen hands it off. Bills. Little crease off that left side,
Goes to number 23, Dylan Bills.
but not much. Gain of about 2 on the play. We'll give him 3. 2nd and 7 now. Again, no huddle for Nekoosa. 3 backs behind the quarterback. Quick snap. They run left.
Bills ball carrier.
Dylan Bills puts his head down. Got close to the sticks, probably about 2 yards short. So Nekoosa with a manageable 3rd down now. It's going to be 3rd and 2 with a ball at about the 13-yard line. Again, no huddle. And again, they run it straight ahead. Touchdown, Nekoosa. Is that Dylan Bills or Trent Waltenberg? Trent Waltenberg with the touchdown.
He's in for the touchdown.
13-yard run. It comes at the 10:58 mark of the second period. And Nekoosa back to even. And again, they will go for 2. Waltenberg again, and he's in. So Trent Waltenberg puts up 8 quick points for Nekoosa, and the Papermakers with their first lead of the night. 10:58 to play, first half. It's now Nekoosa 16 and Wisconsin Dells 14. Jace Olson one more time. Kicks it away. Short kick. Taken at about the 25-yard line by Hurst. And Brett Hurst across the 40 to about the 41. So now Nekoosa needs to get a stop defensively. They just did it a couple minutes ago. Did a good job of pinning the Dells back and then taking advantage of the field position. Let's see if we can get a 3-and-out here against this pretty good Dells defense offense. Two receivers right. I formation. Deep man gets it, and he's put to the turf immediately by number 68, Logan Cleary. That's a second tackle by Cleary tonight for loss. And he was all over the tailback that time. We'll say it's a loss of 1. It's a long one. 2nd and 11 now. The ball at about the 39-yard line. They run it again. Bills missed the tackle. And I believe that is Isaacson. Takes it for a first down. Boy,
Rumbles to the 44.
Bills had him right at the line of scrimmage. But Isaacson just kept those legs moving. Ends up picking up about 12 on the play. From the Nekoosa 44-yard line, 1st and 10. Same formation. They run the fullback this time, and Hudak takes it for about 8.
Travis Hudak, the ball carrier.
Looks like Hudak went down without being hit that time. He saw the tackler coming up and sort of took a dive. Could have tripped too, I suppose. They gave him 7 yards on the carry. 2nd and 3 now from the 37, right in front of us. Tailback Isaacson. Again, lowers his head, picks up a first down. Bills made the stop. Now they're going to mark him a little short of the first down.
Going to get marked back at the 35-yard line.
They need to get to the 34. You can see the ball is right on 35-yard line. So it is 3rd down now for the Chiefs. Clock running just under 9 minutes to play here in the first half. Fullback, Hudak, puts his head down and rumbles down to about the 26-yard line.
45, Travis Hudak.
First down, Wisconsin Dells.
He's brought down about the Nekoosa 33.
Chiefs doing it on the ground here on this drive. They're about due to pop a throw in here. Wheezing out, covering Hurst on the right side. They run the fullback again, and a huge hole up the middle for Hudak. 9 more, make that 8 more, down to the 21-yard line. And Nekoosa right now has no answer for that running game of the Chiefs. Papermakers will take a timeout. 8:21 to play in the half. 16-14, Nekoosa. So Nekoosa's talked it over. Let's see if they've got any answer now for this running game of the Chiefs. 2nd and 3, the ball at the 21-yard line. Tailback again, that's Isaacson, and he's got first down yardage. Breaks the tackle, it takes it inside the 15. Trent Waltenberg on the stop. So again, Nekoosa's got to get that front line involved. Got to get them in that backfield. Well, they got to stand up a few blockers, if nothing else. 1st and 10 from the 15. There we go. Nice job there by Rodriguez. As he met Hudak right at the line of scrimmage. And Adrian with a good job, good stop. Loss of about 1 on the play.
Sorry, 69, Adrian Rodriguez.
2nd and 11. Receiver split left and right. Hudak. Not much there.
And up again to Hudak.
Down to about the 13. And the Dells with a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Carry down to the 13-yard line.
And it's a long 8.
3rd and 8 for the Chiefs.
So now Nekoosa needs another stop here. Can they get it? And again, look out for Hurst. Trying to get the ball to Hurst was the quarterback Musalak, but Hurst and the quarterback just not on the same wavelength that time. The quarterback threw the ball out, and Hurst cut his pattern in. 4th down. Wisconsin Dells will go for it here. They trail by 2. 4th and 8 from the 13. Musalak under pressure, and he's going to go down. Evan Broder got there first. Cole Caberly joined in, and a big sack ends this Wisconsin Dells drive. That's twice tonight. Nekoosa has sealed the deal with a big sack on 3rd or 4th down. On 4th down, well, one was 3rd and one was 4th down. Big plays by the Nekoosa defense. So they bend, but they don't break. And they get the offense back on the field. 6:54 to play here in the first half. Brandon Wolf lines up right. Wiesen left. Single back behind the quarterback. And he gets the football, and that is Dylan Bills. And Bills with a good run across the 30.
Number 23, the ball carrier, Dylan Mills, brought down by number 5, Sam Meyer.
Cole Caberly over the football. 2nd and 2. Bills again, left side, broke a tackle, and churns his way out to about the 38-yard line. And Nekoosa with a new set of downs, move the chains. Boy, this Nekoosa offense has really come to life in the last couple ball games. Of course, they're not playing GET or Lodi or River Falls or River Valley either, but still, this offense is churning. Churning out the yards and the points. Let's keep it up out there. 1st and 10. They pitch it. Bills. Good block out in front of him. And Dylan does the rest, battles across the 40 to about the 42.
Dylan Bills, he's brought down by number 40, Darius McInnes.
This is a pretty weak football conference this year compared to the competition Nekoosa seen early in the year. Nekoosa has a shot. They have a shot at a conference crown. Got to win here tonight, though. Inside handoff to Anthony. And somebody made a good play. Was that number 50?
Handoff goes to number 31, Brandon Anthony. He's brought down by number 51.
It was number 51, Galloway, who saved that from going or becoming a big play. So now Nekoosa facing a big 3rd down. 3rd down and a long 3. The ball at the 44-yard line. And timeout on the field. Nekoosa is going to take another timeout, talk it over. 4:47 to play in the half, 16-14, Nekoosa.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 3.
So here we go, a big play, 3rd and 3 for Nekoosa from the 45. Olsen hands it off to Bills. Quick hitter. And Dylan picks up about 10, and that's plenty for that 1st down. I really thought Olsen still had the football that time. But Dillon really hit the line of scrimmage with a head of steam, and he was into that secondary in no time. Waltenberg off tackle on the right side. Power football straight ahead.
Ball carried by number 33.
Down to about the 41.
Down by 45, Travis Hudak.
And Hudak in on the stop again for the Dells. Second and 5. Dylan Bills stopped this time.
Handoff to Bills. He's thrown for loss.
3 Chiefs waiting for Dylan Bills at the line of scrimmage that time.
3rd and 5 for the Papermakers.
Led by number 50, Hunter Stenson. Still 5 to go for that first down. Now it's 3rd down for Nekoosa. Olsen got a man wide open down the field. Can't get the ball there, though. And it's almost picked off. Boy, he had Marquand Wiesen absolutely wide open from the get-go that time.
That was number 8, Reed Marcy.
But the pressure by the Chiefs prevented Olsen from getting that pass away. Now let's see what Nekoosa does now on 4th down.
Isaacson with pressure on the quarterback. Nearly forcing the interception. 4th and 5 for the Papermakers.
Nekoosa does have the offense on the field.
Chiefs, 41 yards.
So they're going here on 4th down. From the 41-yard line, 4th and 5. They run it. Waltenberg, or is that Bills? That was Dylan Bills, and I think he's got first down yardage by a yard.
He's hit hard.
And I tell you what, I was watching Bills in the backfield that time, and it sure looked like he left there earlier. Just started leaning forward just before the snap. But no call, Nekoosa gets the first down. Bills again. Short gain this time. Inside the 35 to about the 33. Clock becoming a factor now. 3:10 to play in the half. And I'm not sure, but Nekoosa may be out of timeouts.
Gonna be 2nd and 8.
If they have any timeouts, they'd have 1. 2nd and 8. Trent Waltenberg bowls his way ahead. Won't go down until he's inside the 25-yard line.
Goes to 33. Walton
Gain of about 12.
brought down by
First down, Papers. Clock stop, 2:48 to play in the half. From the 23, 1st and 10. And the clock stops now as Nekoosa has the equipment problem. That's taken care of. 1st and 10. Pitch. Waltenberg turns it up. And Trent inside the 20. Down to about the 18.
handoff to Waltenberg.
Clock running, 2:25 to play in the half. And Nekoosa takes the timeout, so they did have 1 timeout left. 2:24 to play in the half, 16-14, Nekoosa. My partner up here tells me Wisconsin Dells took that timeout. Could be.
2nd and 5, Nekoosa.
2nd and 5 for the Papermakers. Bills not going to get that first down.
23, Dylan Bills.
Did he get anything that time? About 2 or 3. 3rd down and a long 3 now for Nekoosa. Again, no huddle. Straight ahead. I think that's Jace Lobner that time. No, that was Anthony.
Ball was handed off to number 31.
Brandon Anthony, and he is just short of the first down by about a yard. Minute 50 to play. Nekoosa's going to huddle up now as it's 4th down and about 1. Big play for Nekoosa. Should be nice to punch that ball in one more time before the half. Nekoosa will receive the kickoff in the third quarter, by the way. Waltenberg.
Olsen with the keeper.
I'm pretty sure Waltenberg had the football.
About the 5-yard line.
And Trent picks up the first down easily inside the 5, or maybe right at the 5. They start the clock again, minute 25 to play, and it's running. Everybody tight on first down. Bills left side, kicks it outside, and he's in the end zone.
Here's
Dylan Bills takes it 5 yards to pay dirt.
for the touchdown.
At the 1:10 mark of the second quarter, Nekoosa now on top by 8 at 22-14. Good drive by Nekoosa. And they will go for 2, and Wisconsin Dells takes the timeout prior to the conversion attempt. Timeout on the field, 22-14, Nekoosa. So Nekoosa going for 2 here, following the Bills' touchdown run. I'm not sure who had the football that time, if it was Olsen or Waltenberg, but in either case, they come up short of the goal line, so the conversion fails. 1:10 to play in the half, 22-14, Nekoosa.
Score. Nekoosa 20.
We've seen this picture before. Brown and Hurst await the kick by Jace Olsen. Little number this time, and taken on the 40-yard line by one of the up men. And that's where the Dells will start. We still have a minute 10 to play here in the half, and the Dells can move the football. Let's see if they go to the air now. I believe they're out of timeouts, too. They took a couple late in that Nekoosa's last drive.
First and 10, Dells Chiefs.
So Dylan Musilak at the controls. Still the I formation, receiver split left and right. They hand it off straight ahead, that's Hudak. And Nekoosa does a good job of meeting Hudak.
Ball goes to number 45, Travis.
Dylan Bills, Evan Broder, Adrian Rodriguez in on the stop.
3-yard line.
Clock running, we're down to about 50 seconds. The Dells quickly up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and about 7. Hurst in motion, and he gets the football? No.
Quick pass to the outside, goes incomplete.
Not a good throw.
Gonna make that
Third down coming up.
for the Chiefs.
I think once you see Hurst in motion like that, you got a pretty good feel that the play is going to center around Mr. Hurst. He lines up to the bottom of your screen this time. Isaacson will run it. Dylan Bills puts him down. 4th down rolls around for the Chiefs. 4th down and about 6. Clock running. We're down to 25 seconds. They just put the ball in play, so they could let the clock run out here without punting or running another play. And that looks like that's what the Dells plan on doing. Clock down to 10 seconds. First half is in the book, and it's a good first half for Nekoosa as they come out and play some fine football. Our halftime score, Nekoosa 22, Wisconsin Dells 14. Third quarter action coming up soon. Both teams back on the field. Wisconsin Dells, as a matter of fact, ready to kick the ball already to Nekoosa. 22-14, our halftime score. Nekoosa getting a score late in the second quarter to improve their lead from 2 points up to 8 points. Both teams scored twice in the first quarter. Nekoosa led 16-14 after 1. And then in the second quarter, Nekoosa with the only points. 22 to 14 as we start the half.
Kicking off for the Chiefs, number 30,
Marquand Wiesen, make that Wiesen,
Adam Brown.
and Trent Waltenberg, I believe. This is Waltenberg. Trent, good return out over the 40.
That's Trent Waltenberg.
And let's see if Nekoosa can continue to move the football against this Dells defense. Good offense for Nekoosa in the first half. It's both running the football and through the air. One of the early big plays, long pass from quarterback Olson to Brandon Wolf. That set up the first score for Nekoosa. Otherwise, Nekoosa's been content to pound it on the ground. With Dylan Bills, Trent Waltenberg. On first down, they run Waltenberg straight ahead, and Trent. Nice gain for about 5 or 6.
23, Dylan Bills.
He's put down by number 45, Travis Hudak. Again, if you get 5 yards on first down or on any running play, you're doing a good job. And Nekoosa's done that a lot tonight, and they've been very consistent. We haven't had many big plays in this game, really. Both teams have had the grinded-out mentality. Moving the sticks. Little inside handoff to Anthony. He gets outside, wants to turn it up, but can't finish the run. And he's going to be put down short of the first down marker.
31,
Anthony looked like he wasn't certain that time as to what route he should be taking. He's trying to make the big play out of it or try to get a first down and end up not accomplishing either. So 3rd and a long, 2 now for Nekoosa, the ball at the 49-yard line of Wisconsin Dells. Dylan Bills, left side, puts his head down. He's got a first down to the 45. Boy, Dylan Bills has looked good tonight.
He's going to move the ball out to the 45-yard
He looked mighty good last week as well.
First and 10.
Dylan, a junior, 6 foot, 165-pound running back. First and 10 now from the 45. Bills right side. Hit, spins off the tackle, and goes for another first down. Inside the 35 to about the 34.
Brought down by number 2, Brett Hurst.
Number 11, Marty Koenig, came up and hit Bills early in that run, but as I said, Bills just spun right out of that tackle. And now we have an injured Chief on the field. 10:19 to play, third quarter, 22-14, Nekoosa. So the Wisconsin Dells player left the field under his own power. We believe it's a cramp. He's on the sideline stretching out that leg. First and 10 for Nekoosa. Waltenberg pounds his way straight ahead. Gets down to near the 30-yard line.
33, the ball
Most of what Nekoosa's got tonight has been between the tackles. And they go there again. Big hole for Waltenberg. End up make that Bills into the secondary inside the 20. And another first down for this Nekoosa Papermaker offense. That offensive line doing an outstanding job tonight. And moving those blue shirts. Nekoosa runs it again with Bills. Ball's out, picked up by Hudak. Wisconsin Dells gets the turnover after a good Nekoosa drive to start this second half. Well, I gotta admit, I was just thinking, it's just marvelous how Nekoosa hasn't turned the ball over. Last week or this week, and sure as heck, ball bounces away from Bills, and Wisconsin Dells first and 10 from their own 13-yard line. So now Nekoosa defensively has to hold them. Try to get the ball back in good field position. Isaacson off tackle, got outside, ran over Colo, and got across the 20 to about the 21. Keegan Colo took a shot that time. Wasn't in real good hitting position. And Isaacson just rolled over him. Second down at about 3 now. Ball at the 20, I believe. Isaacson again. This time he loses his footing. Goes down right at the line of scrimmage.
Isaacson tripped up on the
Trying to make a little cutback move that time.
Ball again marked at the 20.
So now third down and about 3.
Third down and 7.
Hudak, not much. Got maybe a yard, but he's going to be short of that first down. 4th and about 2 coming up. I tell you what, the Wisconsin Dells has always been known for its trick plays. And I'd look out here, even though the ball's deep in their own territory. A lot of funky things can happen on a punt. Hudak does kick it. Bills at the 38. Got away from the first man. Couldn't get outside, though. Couldn't get down that sideline. It's pulled down about the 39, make that 49-yard line. So Nekoosa's defense does hold. 3 and out. The Papermakers have the ball back in pretty good field position. About right at midfield. Remember, Nekoosa returns home next week. They'll be taking on Mauston next Friday night. So get out to Holland Field and catch that action. Mauston, what? I think they're 1-3 on the season. Just like Nekoosa. Two men behind the quarterback, Olson. Straight ahead, the quick hitter inside. And that was number 34 with the football, Sawyer Niprath. So Niprath with his first carry tonight. That gets me wondering, is Dylan Bills out there? I see Waltenberg in the backfield. Anthony. And Niprath. They run Niprath again. He makes a good cut. Keeps his feet. Finishes the run, heading in the right direction, and is down close to a first down.
Handoff again goes to 34, Niprath.
So head coach Paul Liebherr maybe sending a message to Dylan Bills here, huh?
Sam Meyer.
Hang on to the football, young man. Niprath came up about 3 yards short of that first down. So it's 6:30 to play here in the third quarter. Nekoosa faces 3rd and 3. Olson still has it. Turns it up. He's got first down yardage. Tossed out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. Good run by the quarterback, Kyle Olson. And Nekoosa moves the sticks. We're right behind the student section here at Wisconsin Dells. They really pick up the pace in the second half, don't they?
Ball's marked at the 35, 1st and 10 Nekoosa.
Clock stopped now, 6:17 to play, third quarter. 1st and 10 from the 35. They run it.
Number 31, Brandon Anthony.
Brandon Anthony loses about 2.
50, Stenson.
Again, that was one of the few times Nekoosa tried to get outside tonight. Or maybe that was an off-tackle play that Anthony just tried to take to the outside. From the shotgun for the first time tonight. Kyle Olson takes the snap. Got a receiver. Waltenberg made a good catch. It was a low throw, though. So Waltenberg to the ground as soon as he pulled the ball in. Short game.
It's going to be marked at the 33-yard line.
So Nekoosa facing 3rd and 8 now. Let's see if they stick with the shotgun. Brandon Wolf lines up right. Wiesen and Colo left. And they run the football straight ahead to Anthony. Make that Niprath. And Niprath very close to the first down.
Handoff goes to 34, Sawyer Niprath.
They got to mark him just short. So he has to make the 25-yard line, or Nekoosa needs to make the 25-yard line. And they mark it just outside the 25-yard line. So another big 4th down play here for the Papers.
Let's hear it for the Dells defense.
Everybody tight. Let's see if Olsen just keeps it this time. And we get a timeout called by Nekoosa, I believe. 4:22 to play in the 3rd. Nekoosa 22, the Dells 14. So Nekoosa 4th and 1. Little less than 1. They line up 3 receivers left, 2 right. And the quarterback, Olsen, keeps the ball. He's inside the 25. He's got the first down. So Coach Paul Liebherr decides to spread out the offense. And it works like a charm as the front 5 of Nekoosa takes care of that Dells front line. Pick up about 2 and the first down needed. Dylan Bills back in the ball game now. So Bills and Waltenberg in the backfield, along with Anthony, I believe, who lines up in the slot. Waltenberg in motion. They tried to quick hitter to Bills, nothing there. It's sort of like a sucker trap that time, where you want the defensive lineman to follow a pulling guard. Wisconsin Dells stayed right in the hole. Actually a loss of 1 that time for Bills. 2nd and 11, the ball at the 25. They run Bills again. Again, not much there. There's a good tackle made by number 40, Darius McGinnis. He ended up putting Bills back on his back. So again, Nekoosa faces a 3rd and long. They were 3rd and 8 just a few minutes ago. Now they're 3rd and 9. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left from the shotgun. Olsen, a lot of pressure. Tried to get the ball to Wolf. And 4th down rolls around. Nekoosa will go for it here. Chase Olsen, I don't think, has the leg to make the field goal from 41 yards. I think it was Anthony that time.
4th and 9 for the Papermakers.
Went down the left sideline. It was Brandon Anthony. He headed toward the flag in the left corner of the end zone, and he was wide open. Olsen did not have a whole lot of time to make any decision at all, though. It's a problem with the shotgun. The pass rush picks up considerably. Olsen scrambles out of trouble, dumps it off to Bills, but that's going to be far short of the first down. And Wisconsin Dells is going to take over on downs. So Nekoosa moves the football in their 2 possessions here in the second half, but no points to show for it. Turned the ball over on a fumble the first time, and now turned the ball over on downs. So they're going to count on the defense one more time. This still is a 1-score game. 8-point lead for Nekoosa at 22-14. 2:34 to play yet in the half. Make that the 3rd quarter. Musalek hands it off. I think that's Isaacson. He's got a pretty good run off the right side. Nekoosa defended that quite well, but Isaacson with a good run, brought down by Bills. 5 yards on the carry.
24-yard line, 2nd and 5 Chiefs.
Second and 5 from the 24. Isaacson wrapped up in the backfield that time.
Again, Isaacson.
I believe that was Rodriguez with the initial contact. It was. He made the play, got help from his friends, and a loss of about a yard. Wisconsin Dells now looking at 3rd down and about 6. Clock running, 1:35 to play here in the half. I keep saying the half. This is the 3rd quarter, right? 3rd and 6. Musalek fires it downfield. Good coverage, though,
Back to pass. His toss goes incomplete.
as he was trying to hit his favorite target in Hurst. And Nekoosa had Hurst double team with a Wiesen,
Bring up 4th.
and I believe that was Jace Loebner that came over to help. So the Dells now with their punt team on the field for the 2nd time in the quarter. 4th and 6. Again, Nekoosa has to be very careful.
Travis Hudak.
Hudak. That ball went off the side of his foot. And that's going to be marked inside the 50. At the 46-yard line.
Out of bounds, going to be marked at the 46-yard line of the
So Nekoosa again with fantastic field position. Let's see if we can take advantage of it this time. Let's get that running game going again. Wisconsin Dells stuffed it pretty well that last possession. Nekoosa wants to throw the ball on surprise downs. Otherwise, they want to run the ball. Bills, the lone running back behind the quarterback. He gets the ball. He's met quickly.
Hand off again to 23, Dylan Bills.
Wisconsin Dells has done a very fine job of plugging up the middle here in the 3rd quarter.
Play ball's marked at the 45.
It's not just one tackler either. It's 2 or 3 tacklers.
And 9. Nekoosa.
1 yard on the carry, 2nd and 9. Wolf right, Wiesen left, 3 backs behind the quarterback. Quick slant. Wiesen's got it. Marquand pulling a tackler down inside the 10-yard line.
Off by number 22.
Marquand with a fine effort after the catch. And that was not an easy catch as the ball was behind him. And Wiesen did a real nice job just pulling in that throw.
Brought down about the 10-yard line.
A big play, though, for Nekoosa, about 35 yards.
11, it looks like.
And they mark it at the 11-yard line, so 1st and 10 with 30 seconds to play here in the 3rd. Back to the running game.
Hand off again to Bills.
Bills outside, touchdown, Nekoosa.
First indication is a touchdown.
I don't see a flag out there.
Flags on the play.
There is a flag out there. Where is it? No, I don't see a flag out there. Touchdown, Nekoosa. Dylan Bills, 11-yard run. Nekoosa now on top, 28-14 with 25 seconds to play here in the 3rd. Nekoosa will go for 2. And a good effort and a successful conversion by Kyle Olson. So Nekoosa adds to their lead. 25 seconds to play in the quarter. It's now Nekoosa 30 and the Dells 14. Jace Olson has it teed up. Squib kick picked up at about the 35. Yeah, pretty good run back by the short man.
Ball's picked up short by number 40, Darius McInnes.
Darius McInnes with a return out near midfield. So the Dells down by 16 now,
At the 47-yard
but still a lot of time to play, and they've got great field position to start this offensive possession.
First and 10, Wisconsin Dells.
Still the I formation. 3 receivers, 2 right, 1 left. From the shotgun. Musilak with a good run. Down to the 40.
Number 7, Dylan Music on the delay. He's going to move to the 40-yard line.
So a little different look that time. I didn't realize that was a shotgun formation until I saw the snap. So they just a long snap to Musilak, and he just picked his hole and picked up a nice gain. That is the last play, though, of this third quarter. We're heading to the fourth. It's Nekoosa 30, Wisconsin Dells 14. So the fourth quarter begins with the Wisconsin Dells first and 10 from the Nekoosa 41. Again from the shotgun for the Chiefs, Musilak. Tried to pick his hole again that time. Nekoosa did a much better job defending, though. Carson Allison made the tackle, but good containment by that Nekoosa front. Boy, it's just a great night to be playing football. Temperature now probably down around 70 or so. I see the wind has picked up just a tad, too. Be nice to just get some air through this press box, huh? Second and 10 from the 41, and now the Chiefs want to talk it over. Timeout on the field. 30-14, Nekoosa.
Set to nothing winner over Adams Friendship.
Second and 10 now for the Chiefs from the 41. Shotgun formation. Hurst in motion. Keep an eye on him. Musilak looking that way. Hurst covered nicely that time by, I believe that's Colo. So Keegan, nice job of coverage. And the number 1 receiver for this Wisconsin Dells team. Pretty good throw that time, too, by the quarterback. So Wisconsin Dells starting to open it up a little bit. But they face a 3rd and 10 right now from the Nekoosa 41. I would think they're in 4-down territory. Being down a couple of scores. They go back to the conventional I. Hand it off Isaacson. He pulls a couple of tacklers forward. Short of the first down, but again, as I said a second ago, the Dells will go for it here on 4th down. So they were looking to pick up half of it at least on that play. They didn't quite do that, but it's a manageable 4th down now, 4th and about 7. Clock running under 11 minutes now to play in this game. Musilak. Quick throw, and had a man out there in Hudak, but the throw a little bit off. Nekoosa does it again. Stop this Dells defense. Wisconsin Dells hasn't scored since the first quarter. So that defense really has improved since the start of this ball game. I hesitate to say that because things tend to change after I make a statement like that. Let's hope it doesn't. But a good job by the defense. Now let's move the football, get one more score. Let's seal the deal. Waltenberg, the only back behind the quarterback. Little reverse action, it's there. Big hole. Waltenberg inside the 40. There is a flag down at the 42. So that's going to be a penalty on Nekoosa, I'm sure. Push in the back or a hold.
He's going to pick up a first down for the Papermakers.
They're moving the sticks already, though, even though that flag is laying right in front of us. Now they're talking to the Dells. And it is a holding penalty, a 10-yard penalty. It takes it back to the 48-yard line, but it will be a first down for Nekoosa. 1st and 10. Does take away about 20 yards that Waltenberg picked up on that run.
It's going to be 1st and 10 Nekoosa.
Now the referee and the linesman and the back judge talking it over on whether or not it should be first down. I don't really remember where the ball was before. What the line of scrimmage was on the previous play. I hope they don't go to replay. No, now they're going to move it back. So it's not going to be first down probably. But it's going to be, well, maybe it'll be first down in a couple. That's what it's going to be. So they're saying the ball was on the 38-yard line or 37-yard line. Well, if that's the case, it almost looks like he's got a first down. (30-14) our score. So they have figured it out now, and it was a first down for Nekoosa. So after the run and the penalty, still a first down for Nekoosa. The ball at the 47-yard line. Anthony in motion. He got the football and was put down quickly. Again, Nekoosa hasn't had much success running wide tonight, nor have they tried to run wide much. That little inside reverse a second ago with Waltenberg. That's pretty much off tackle, too. 2nd and 14 back from on the 44. From the shotgun. Olsen leaves the pocket and tried to get the ball out to his receiver, Waltenberg. And a good play by the Dells defender. Galloway made a good play on the ball, getting his arm in the way. And now Nekoosa, 3rd and 14. But Nekoosa was very close to being in complete control of this game. That holding penalty really set him back. From their own 44-yard line, 3rd and 14. Olsen wants to set up a screen, I believe. Gets it to Bills, and Dillon stopped after a gain of a couple. Not real good timing with that play that time for Nekoosa. Punt team on for the Papermakers. Jace Olsen on.
4th and 11 for Nekoosa from their 46.5-yard line.
See if the Dells comes after the punter this time. Good snap. Pretty good kick. Hurst at the 28. Looked like he might want to give that ball up, but didn't. And now he's brought down at the 20-yard line, and the flag comes out. Sawyer Goodwin made a good play, but I think they're going to call Goodwin for a horse collar tackle. So that'll move the ball up 15 yards, and Wisconsin Dells will have a first down. Good effort, though, by Goodwin. Goodwin's a pretty big guy, though, too. 6'2", 195, and he did a nice job of catching up with the quick Hurst that time. I didn't know there was horse collar tackle penalty in high school. Mark this down as something I've learned tonight.
Penalty's going to bring the ball out to the 35-yard line of Wisconsin Dells.
So Nekoosa got to stiffen on defense again. Wisconsin Dells back to the I formation, no shotgun. With Isaacson and Hudak behind the quarterback. That's Hudak. And he is met by Cole Caberly. Allison also in on the stop. A loss of about 2. Good penetration by Cole Caberly. And Cole leaves the game. Not sure if he has an equipment problem or something else. He made the play, went right over to the sideline. He looks like he's okay. I'm not sure why they're adding time to the clock. It's running now with 8:20 to play. Second down. Good penetration again that time.
Isaacson, the ball carrier.
Goodwin in the backfield. Just missed the ball carrier. And Isaacson picks up a nice gain of about 6. Rodriguez on the stop for the Papers. Third down. Still about 7 to go. Ball on the floor, on the ground, picked up, and it's going to be taken in for a touchdown by number 77, Sawyer Goodwin. Big defensive play that time by Nekoosa. I think that was Brandon Wolf that got the sack, jarred the ball loose, and Goodwin takes it the rest of the way. And the Papermakers might have sealed the deal with that one. 36-14 our score now, with 7:42 to play in the game. Nekoosa's going to bring on the kick team now.
And to kick the extra point, number 7, Jace Olson.
Both teams have turned the ball over now on fumbles. Both have been costly, but Nekoosa scores points on theirs. Jace Olson is good with the extra point. 7:42 to play. It's now Nekoosa 37 and the Dells 14.
It's going to take the score to Olson.
So Nekoosa now up by 23. 7:42 to play. Jace Olson kicks it away. Kicks it deep this time. Brown from the 23. Make that Hurst. Almost snuck through there. Taken down at about the 44-yard line. See what Wisconsin Dells does now. They abandon the running game.
The Chiefs 43-yard line, 1st and 10, Wisconsin Dells.
They need to score, and they need to score quickly. Down 23, that's 3 scores. They run it with Isaacson. Good run. About 5 on the carry. I was generous. Make it 4. And I'm not generous that often. Hey, Anita? So Nekoosa again at home next week against Mauston. Following week they'll be down in Watoma. All South Central Conference games now remaining on the schedule. Oh, except Laconia. Hey, nice play in the backfield again. Brandon Wolf has had quite a game from that defensive end position. He puts down Musilak for a big loss. Probably about a 15-yard loss. And now the Dells with a big third down.
Down at the 33-yard line of the Chiefs.
That nice little breeze we had before is gone. Must have been a passing thing, huh? Third down and 20. Musilek. He's got time this time. Throws a wobbly pass. And Jace Lobner probably the closest to that one.
Out of reach for number 2, Brett Hurst.
Again, looking for Hurst.
Going to bring up 4th down.
I can't see the Dells going for it here. Ball deep in their own territory at the 33-yard line. They have Hudak on to punt the football.
Long snapper for the Dells, 68, Ethan Luther.
Hudak. Again off the side of his foot. And Nekoosa's going to end up with a football at the 42-yard line. Their own 42-yard line.
2-yard line of Nekoosa.
So about 21 yards on that punt by Hudak. Now Nekoosa is going to show off that ground game. 6 minutes to play. They're up by 23. Ball security, a very important thing right now. But let's move the chains, pick up a few first downs, and head home with a win. Anthony. Nothing on the play, and a flag comes in a land of holding.
First rounded off by 51, Caleb Galloway before the flag on the play. Calls him to go holding.
So the Dells, will they take the penalty? If they do, it gives Nekoosa another play. And the clock is the biggest foul right now for the Dells in the comeback. They do take the penalty. I see Riley Dye in the game now for Nekoosa, number 44, his first action tonight.
Balls move back to the 33-yard line. First and 19.
First and 19 from the 33. Nekoosa spreads it out this time. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Shotgun formation. Olsen, quick throw. Wiesen. Marquand with a good move. Almost got out of there.
To number 22.
Boy, Marquand's been impressive catching the football and doing things with it after the catch. He picked up about 11 with that catch.
40-yard line.
Stops the clock, though, by going out of bounds. 5:50 to play. Another big football weekend. Wisconsin, of course, on tomorrow. Packers on Sunday night. Boy, that was a great weekend last weekend. They don't get any better than that. Olsen. Got a man wide open. That's Brandon Wolf. He outruns the competition. Touchdown, Nekoosa.
Number 21, Brandon Wolf.
56 yards.
In for the touchdown.
Kyle Olsen to Brandon Wolf. And Nekoosa turning this into a rout now. Score comes at the 5:41 mark of this fourth quarter.
Chase Olsen on for the extra point.
Kyle Olsen. No, that's Waltenberg that's holding the football. No, that's Bills holding the football. Chase Olsen will attempt to try. And going to miss this one. That was Waltenberg, the holder, by the way. 5:41 to play. It's now Nekoosa 43 and the Dells 14.
Wisconsin Dells 14.
Hurst and Brown. Sounds like a law firm, doesn't it? Well, they're back there waiting for this kick. And it's going to be Brown.
Olsen's kick's going to be field by number 32, Adam Brown.
And Adam Brown finds a hole, gets outside, and the race is on. 30, 20. Takes it the distance, touchdown the Dells. Adam Brown, 78 yards.
No laundry.
And the Dells scores for the first time since quarter number 1.
Wisconsin Dells.
Score comes at the 5:26 mark. It's now 43-20. Hudak will attempt a point, I believe. That was not Hudak.
No good.
That was number 32 instead.
The upright.
Adam Brown, who scored the touchdown, misses the extra point. 5:26 to play, 43-20, Nekoosa.
Papermakers 40.
Adam Brown has it teed off. Nekoosa looking for the onside kick here, and I think that's probably a good thing to be looking for right now. Brown hits a little looper. Nice play there by Waltenberg as he pulls it in. And Nekoosa will have the ball with a great field position. 5:25 to play yet here in the game. Nekoosa up by 23. Mentioned a few minutes ago how last weekend was such a wonderful sports weekend. You don't see it too often where Nekoosa wins on Friday and Wisconsin wins on Saturday. The Packers win on Sunday and the Brewers win Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. What a weekend. We only hope for the same this weekend. I know the Brewers were tied at 2 earlier tonight. Wisconsin has a tough game tomorrow at BYU. That's sort of a tough place to play. There was a penalty on the kick, procedure penalty. Probably someone offside or whatever. Or not enough players up on the line or something like that. Nekoosa declines it, and they're ready to run a play here. 1st and 10 from the 46.
Under center for Nekoosa, number 11, Keegan Cole.
Keegan Colo, the new quarterback, he hands it off. And number 34, Sawyer Niprath, no gain. Colo got to see a little action last week at quarterback as well down in Boscobel. Anthony again. Time he dives inside or out near midfield.
He's brought down by Travis Hudak.
Up to the 49-yard line. Colo goes all the way over to the bench to get the play from the Nekoosa sideline. Really keeps you in good shape when you're the quarterback and you have to run the width of the field all the time to get your plays. Third and 7. Colo still has it, and he's wrapped up for a loss.
Keegan Colo keeps the ball. He's brought down.
Darius McInnes was not fooled by that play at all. And Wisconsin Dells take a timeout. They did. 4:10 to play.
4th down in. 4th and 9.
So Nekoosa with the punt team on. Jace Olson back to do the punting. Nekoosa's got to make sure they cover this kick. High snap. Line drive kick that's just going to roll down to about the 28. Did that touch a Dells player? They hit a Nekoosa player.
By number 33.
So it's going to be marked at the 34 rather than the 28. But hey, at least not a big play, huh? No punt return for a touchdown.
Dells will take over 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line.
Bleachers are starting to empty out just a little bit, especially in the student section here. Dells runs the football. Adam Brown with a carry.
Pitchback goes to 32, Adam Brown.
So Adam Brown doing everything all of a sudden. He returning kicks for touchdowns, running the football, kicking off, trying extra points. Clock running, 3:40 to play. Second down and about 6. They run it again with Brown. Gets outside, got a first down. Jace Olson puts him down at midfield.
First down, Wisconsin Dells.
Jace Olson, by the way, the leading tackler on this Nekoosa team, which isn't usually a good thing when you're a safety and leading the team in tackles. I'd like to see those linebackers and linemen with a lot of tackles. Clock stopped at 3:29, 1st and 10 from midfield. Quick throw.
Pass is complete.
Look out here. Jace Olson turns the play in. Nice job.
Gonna take it to the
Saved a touchdown
24-yard line
as Hurst
of the Papermakers.
took that good throw, or the quick throw, and made a good run.
Looks like we'll be marked at the 24-yard line of the Papermakers.
First and 10 from the 24. Brown again. Wants to get outside. Olson drives them out of bounds, I believe.
He's ridden out of bounds by number 7, Jace Olson.
No, it didn't get out of bounds. The clock's still running. Down to 2:55. He got about 3 on the carry. To the end zone. Touchdown, Hurst.
Hurst in the corner for the score.
Brett Hurst pulls in the pass from Dylan Musilek.
The Chiefs.
And at the 2:31 mark, the lead narrows.
Put me out there if you come back, bro. Put me out there. We're making a comeback. Hey, let them put me out there, Ross.
Let's see what Wisconsin Dells does here now. Let's see, it's a what, 17-point game?
Come on up here.
Math is hard. It's a 16-point game. No, it's a 17-point game.
For the extra point play.
So they just need to get a conversion here, 1 or 2, to make it a 2-score game. Musilak got a man wide open, and the conversion is good.
Number 40, Darius McInnes. In
So,
for 2 more.
now a 15-point game, a 2-score game,
28.
with 2:31 to play here in the game. 43 for Nekoosa, 28 for the Dells. So again, we're looking for an onside kick. Adam Brown has it teed up. See if he tries to hit that little looper again. Hit the ball very high. That'd be a nice way to do it. That one's not going to make the 10 yards. And Wiesen should not have even come close to that ball, but he jumped on it. And luckily for Nekoosa, he recovered it. Rule on that onside kick, it's got to make it 10 yards first before the Dells can touch it. And if it's not going to make the 10 yards, stay away from the ball. But Wiesen recovers it for Nekoosa. They have a first down. Keegan Colo back in at quarterback. We'll see who they have for the backs. Nekoosa could use to run a little clock here.
Ball's going to be marked at the 49 yards.
I'm guessing, because it's not on the scoreboard, the Dells has 1 timeout left. Straight ahead. Good yardage this time.
And up close to number 34, Sawyer Niprath.
I thought that was Brandon Anthony. That was Niprath? Good gain of about 9.
About 40 and a half yards.
Clock running. We're down to 2:10 now. Nekoosa taking their time getting up to the line of scrimmage, which is what you should do in this case. Colo's going to throw. He's got a man. First down. Flag comes out late. Who's the receiver over there? 44, I believe. Oh, 44 is Riley Dye. Boy, that flag came out really late, and it's a personal foul on the Dells. So Nekoosa will take the play, and I think they'll add on the 15 yards or half the distance to the goal or whatever from the end of that play. And Nekoosa's going to have a first down around the 15-yard line.
That play went to number 44, Riley Dye.
Officials taking their time sorting it out. Now the umpire is marking off the penalty. Minute 44 to play. You know, with a score, Nekoosa, and a conversion, Nekoosa could be in the 50s again this week. Put up 56 last week against Boscobel. Not going to get there like that, though. Anthony. Make that Niprath wrapped up. Got the handoff and it was buried immediately. Loss of about 2. Ball resting now at the 17-yard line. Jace Loebner gets a carry. Jace takes it back to about the 15. So back to the original line of scrimmage. Nekoosa will be 3rd and 10 now. We're under a minute to play in the game. And it's been a long game. Our longest of the season, that's for sure. This is our first game we haven't had a running clock. Took us 5 games to do that. Colo brings the play in the huddle with 30 seconds to play. Nekoosa 3rd and 10 from the 15. And they're going to get a delay penalty here.
Play on the play, delay a game, Nekoosa. That'll move it back 5.
So the clock stays stopped now with 22 seconds to play. So Nekoosa needs to run just one more play. Going to be a good trip back to Nekoosa tonight. These paper makers are going to get their 2nd win on the season. Colo takes the knee.
Snap to Colo.
And the countdown begins. We're down to 15 seconds. Wisconsin Dells has no interest in stopping it. So our final score tonight from Wisconsin Dells, it's Nekoosa 43 and Wisconsin Dells 28. With the win, Nekoosa now 2-3 on this football season, 2 consecutive wins. Wisconsin Dells now 1-4, and in conference play, Nekoosa begins with a win. They are 1-0, and Wisconsin Dells is 0-1. So again, quite an offensive display tonight by Nekoosa as they move the ball on the ground beautifully and mixed up a few passes in there for big plays. Made a big play defensively, scoring 6 of their points there. So all around good game for this Nekoosa team. They will be in Nekoosa next Friday night taking on Mauston, 7 o'clock at Holland Field. Get on out there and enjoy this team. The following week, they will be down at Watoma to continue conference play. That wraps it up for us tonight. I want to thank Nekoosa Kirst for doing a great job, getting a stiff neck, trying to maneuver that camera with that monitor. You did a wonderful job. My name is Tom Kirst, and thank you so much for joining us. Join us again next time for Nekoosa Sports.